So Vikas joined my program and now he's certified PMP. Vikas, first of all, congratulations on clearing PMP. Vikas, why don't you share your journey? How was the journey? How did you do it? How was the exam? And how was the last 1 week? Please go ahead, brother.
Yeah. So my journey is was quite interesting. First of all, I would like to say thanks
Mhm.
to you and you guys. I mean, you especially Trimsy. You guys are like fantastic mentors. Uh, Whatever happened. I mean, I will definitely give some credit to you guys as well. I mean, without you, I don't think so. I would have been able to pass the exam.
Okay.
Okay, so when it comes to journey, I would say it was a pretty interesting journey because I started this PMP program in, I would say, 2023. Although it took so long, uh, to give the exam, and it's all because uh, I mean, I I was quite busy with my job schedule, and I was also quite busy with my family as well at the same time, because I was doing multiple jobs, and I was dealing with my family because I have a little one now in my family too. So it was pretty hard for me to manage work life as well as with my personal life. Uh, you know, One thing I don't know whether I have mentioned it to you before, this PMP, I've already done my CAPM.
Okay.
So I did my CAPM, I would say in 2022. Like end of the 2022. Then I thought, let's go for PMP, like let's go to the next level. And then and I I started working with the PMP. Then I mean, I didn't know that. I never expected that I'm going to pass the PMP exam, because I have no IT background. I have no engineering background. I was totally confused, whether I will be able to do that or not. But I mean, I thought, I passed CAPM. Let's get into the PMP now. Let's practice. Give your heart. Give your best. Hopefully, I will be. But I I bought the book. I would say, I bought the PMB PMBOK 8. Sorry, not 8. PMBOK 7, I guess. Yeah, I bought it. I studied it. Honestly speaking, I did not understand anything.
Okay.
Didn't understand anything. I was so confused because I did solve some mocks as well. Like, I grabbed from the online. I did it. I failed. I was so confused. I'm gonna give the exam, how I'm gonna pass, how do I practice. Honestly speaking, I had no idea. I was lucky. I was doing some research. I was looking for a mentor. I was looking for some program, and I'm glad, I came across a bunch of your videos. I watched lots of YouTube videos, but I again, it took so long for me to make up my mind whether I should opt for your program or not, because I mean, I was so confused. I was not sure. But anyways, I made up my mind. I remember I called you in July. Remember? Yeah, I called you in July, and I had a small conversation, and I hung up on you. And I mean, I was glad, you follow up back, and you assured me, hey, because just enroll yourself. Don't worry, I'll take care of it after that. I was confused for few days whether I should join it or not join it. But I'm glad, I took the right decision. I joined your program. Again, I'm thankful you follow up. If you did not follow up that day, I don't know. I don't know. I would have become PMP or not. I'm glad, I joined your program, and since then, I mean, I have come across lots of group members, and I saw them, the way everybody's everybody's working hard, everybody's doing mocks, everybody's practicing. Uh, all those things motivated me a lot, because I've been seeing people becoming PMPs, and I mean, I said, oh, I should do something, but I'm glad, when I started your program, me, I was not at all consistent. Me, how many times, you called me for the status, and I every time I just said, oh, I haven't done it. So, and one thing I also wanted to bring it up. I did not attend a single coaching call
Mm.
because of my job schedule. Whenever you did coaching calls, it was on weekends, and my job schedule was like that. I have to work weekends because they demand people during the weekends only. I mean, I and the days we had coaching calls, I mean, I used to miss all of them, and I felt so bad because people are attending the calls and I'm not attending the calls. People are learning, people are getting ahead. I'm not.
Okay.
So, but at the same time, what I was doing whenever I had time, I used to watch your videos. I used to ask for recordings. You sometimes provided me, not, I mean, and I used to watch those videos whenever time allowed me. But I mean, whenever I had like a weekends off or like some days off, I used to do some mocks. But honestly speaking, I was not at all consistent though. I mean, this was the main root cause in my case. It took me so long uh, to become PMP. But anyways, long story short, I had a lot of challenges with my family as well because I just said, I have a little one in my family. I have to spend time with him as well. I have to, my wife is working too now, and I have to do house errands. I have to do so many things. I have job, and at the same time, I have to study as well. It was pretty hard for me to stay consistent, but I tried. I tried. Whenever time allowed me. Honestly speaking, I just grabbed my iPad and I started working on it. One thing I would like to tell everybody, actually, even though you are busy, you have family, you have job, I understand you, it's hard. I mean, at the same time you have to study, but staying consistent, if you give half an hour, 1 hour, depend on your schedule a day, I'm telling you, within a couple of months or 3 months, you will see a lot of changes, and you will become PMP. And since I I mean, I as I said, I've been I've been doing your mocks though. I was not missing mocks though. I did all the mind maps. I did all the mocks, even though it took long though. Uh, it took long though, but I mean, I did all of them. I did deep RCAs, and I did not miss any single thing. Even though some days I remember that I used to do mocks, and when it comes to RCA, I couldn't do that at the same day. But next 2 days, I used to spend just time on the RCs only because I used to finish mocks in an hour. But RCS generally took 4 hours, 5 hours with me because it's hard for me because when I was doing the deep RCS, because I try to understand the concept. But I mean, I was able to do that. I mean, but I mean, I just wanted to mention this to everyone. Make sure whenever you guys do mocks, RCS are the key. RCS are the key. Do not skip RCS, even though it takes time. Please, spend some time. Don't skip the RCS. Then move on to the next, mocks. And RCS is gonna help you. That's it. And other than that, I would say, although, like you know, everybody has a challenges in their life. I understand that, but if you are in the program, if you joined it, if you finish all the mocks, ATP mocks, overall mocks, all the mocks you have practiced it, I would say don't procrastinate. If you have done everything, if you have done RCS, just go and book an exam, and I'm telling you guys, you will see the results. I mean, in my case, why it took so long, I mean, I was lazy. I was not I was not consistent. But the moment you said that, Amir, you said, because you should go and book the exam date, even though I was so nervous whether I should go or not, because I was thinking I'm not ready, I'm not ready. But you know what, I just made up my mind, and I took decision, and I said, let's go and book the exam date, and I booked it. And last even though last 1 week, I mean, you have asked me to do all the overalls, and you asked me to do a couple of other Udemy mocks. I was taking so long because I was working, and even you were saying, Vic, because you have to spend time now. You have to spend time. Uh, you know, you have very short amount of time left. But although I mean, I managed. I managed. I mean, some days, I mean, I left early from my job but I was able to, but some days I couldn't. I mean, but I finished though. I finished all the overalls, all the other mocks on time. But I'm glad, like, I mean, I went to the exam center and and I I cleared it. I mean, but although, like, I had some more uh, issues, I mean, happened with me when I was giving this exam. I wanted to bring it up to you guys, because I don't want, like, same incident happened with other people as well. So guys, like, I mean, when I went to the center, uh, I got there, like my exam was at 8 o'clock. I got there around like 7:45, and this is something funny. I mean, people will laugh and some people will not laugh, but I wanted to share this experience with all of you guys. So I had a driving license, and when this lady who was helping me, and she asked me, "Can I get some piece of ID?" So I gave it to her, and I did not even realize that my license was expired. My license was expired, and she basically refused me. She said that, like, I mean, I'm not able to allow you to sit in the exam because your license is expired. But I am in Canada right now. I just wanted to, people who are in Canada, they all know, like, we recently had Canada Post strike, and Canada Post is the only, like, I would say, like, uh, like a service like provider who deliver parcel, especially, like, all the driving lessons and other government stuff. So, and I told this lady, that, like, or like, Canada Post who deliver parcels, like, they were on strike for almost like 2 months, and I did. It's not like, I did not renew my license, and my license is renewed. I went there, I renewed it, and they did not give my license right away or upfront. They always ask you to wait because it will come by mail, and I've been waiting, and suddenly the strike happened. It did not come yet. So what would I do? She just kept saying, no, 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 this is against our policy, against our procedure. We will not allow you. But anyways, you know, I was already upset. I mean, I was already worried because I'm giving an exam, and this is how my day started. Actually, she's like, and refusing me to sit in an exam. But anyways, I think she spoke to her supervisor, and but I was I was pretty, I mean, worried. But what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Because I can't go back home now and grab the another piece of ID because it's already 8 o'clock. But anyways, I think I suddenly, like, something strike in my mind. I have a receipt, like, when I went to the license office and I got the receipt, and I just showed it to her, and I produced that receipt to her. And if you can consider this, like, that I have renewed it. So she showed it to, I think, her supervisor, and I'm glad, like, they said that, like, okay, you go and give an exam now, and we will discuss about your license later. Because they said, like, they are going to email to their office, and whatever they say, if they consider it, they will let me know. If they don't consider it, you might have to retake the exam. So that, like, that's how my day started. And I went to the examination center now inside, and I was giving an exam, and my thought process was like, kept thinking, like, what's going to happen if they ask me to retake the exam. But this is, I just wanted to bring it to everyone. Please do check your IDs. If anybody has, like, any license or anything expired, please take a different piece of ID. Don't make such kind of stupid mistake which I made it. So I just wanted to bring it up. Yeah. But I mean, apart from that, when it comes to, I would say, PMP exam, like, I would, we all know that, like, it's a difficult exam. I'm not gonna lie, though, it's a difficult exam. So, I mean, my first section, I'm telling you guys, was a little hard, though, because the difficult level, I would say, like, first 10-15 questions were pretty hard, and they were like punches, I would say. Like we always say, Muhammad Ali punches. It felt like that only. It's because, first of all, like, I had this license experience, and suddenly, like, I got, like, hard questions. Like, I mean, I was just panicking. I was just, like, pretty stressed. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna pass. I'm not gonna pass. Because the questions were pretty hard. But second thing, I finished my section one in 85 minutes. Even though I had a conversation with Amir day before, he insisted me. He emphasized me to finish my section one within 80 minutes, no matter what. But everything was going wrong with me, honestly speaking, that day. But anyways, somehow actually I was able to finish it in 85 minutes. Then I went on a break. I mean, because I just wanted to, just calm myself. I wanted to go out. So I went to the washroom, I had some water, and I came back, and I started my section 2 now. But I was lucky. I would say, section 2 was, I would say, very easy. I'm not gonna lie. It was so easy. The questions were, I mean, it seems pretty similar what we always do in our mocks. It looks very similar. They were all agile and team, but they were all easy. I mean, you just read the line and you have uh a bunch of options, and you can easily pick it. I mean, it's not that hard. So I finished my section 2 in 50 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, just in 50 minutes. When it comes to section, and then I again went on a break for another 10 minutes. But when section 3 started, again, difficulty level went up. I'm telling you guys. I was thinking, okay, section 2 was easy. Section 2 was easy. Section 3 will be easy as well. But it was not like that. So please do have some time for the section 3 as well. Sometimes you don't know, you get surprised at the last minute. So, I mean, again, section 3 started, first 10-15 questions were crazy hard. I got 2 numerical questions. Honestly speaking, I never ever practiced those numerical questions, because I got one from the TCPI, like two cost performance index. I mean, I forgot the formula. I mean, but I tried so many times. I spent almost 8 minutes in that question, but I don't know. I was able to figure it out, but I selected I think whatever option I selected. I don't know whether I did right or not, but it was a hard numerical question though. And there was another one, I got it. It's you needed to calculate the velocity, and I did every single thing. I spent almost 4 or 5 minutes just on that formula questions. But I was not able to find the exact answer though, because the answers I'm getting, they were not in the options. So anyways, I did bluff on that one. I just picked the random, I just selected B and I moved on. But I just wanted to bring it up to you guys. Even though you get formula questions, if you're not able to figure it out, what's the answer of this question, don't spend too long. Don't spend too much time. Just pick whatever you want to do, move on. Don't worry about it. I mean, you still have lots. I mean, I just wanted to share this with you, because I have done lots of practice on my numerical questions, and I could not get what I was expecting. So this is the one thing I wanted to bring it up. And second thing I also wanted to tell you guys, I have spent so much time in drag and drop. I mean, that how many times I ask you. I even ask Trimsy also, hey, what if I get too many drag and drop? Because I've been hearing from all of you guys, nowadays you will get at least 4 or 5 drag and drop, because I saw a bunch of videos and everybody was saying there were drag and drops there. But in my exam, I don't know, but I did not get single drag and drop question.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are the few pieces I just wanted.
How was the time management?
My time management, I said back, was not that great though. But I spent too long on my section 1. As I said, I spent 85 minutes to complete my section 1. It's all because of a bunch of hard questions. I was taking so long. I kept reading on and on, and I was not able to figure it out. What's the right question? What's the right answer? So, but again, when I finished my section 1, as I just mentioned, I speed up on my section 2 though. I finished my section 2 within 50 minutes. When I came to section 3, I still had 75 minutes left. So I was able to finish my whole exam 10 minutes before, because 10 minutes I still had remaining left, and I did some reviews on my section 3. And then after that, I just finished it. Yeah.
So one of the reason you had challenge in the questions is the same. You not only did not join the weekend coaching calls, but even when we have that Monday coaching call, you did not join. So that is one of the reason in my program, when you are, the coaching calls are most important things. Like even in the PMP marathon, we solved those formula question, 3-4 formula question.
I agree. I mean, as I mentioned, I wanted to attend, but my schedule was
I
so.
just wanted to add into that,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah. But okay, that's the most important thing is that now you are certified PMP, and one of the most important input that you give is that be very careful about this, that how we can work into that way. If you have an exam, how you basically need to make sure that you have a proper identity and that identity is not expired. That's a very important for that. Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
this is very important thing whenever you are giving the exam, how you are working into that, that is important. Okay.
One thing I wanted to say, experiences comes from the bad experiences, so I had it.
But
So
that's okay. That's
yeah.
okay. Next time we will know how things happen and
Yeah.
what things are. Okay. Coming to that point, this is a very important thing for you. Do make some questions that you get in the exam so that those students who are giving exam next when the PMP marathon, it can help them. And do share me a good picture. I will make a thumbnail of it and will upload that video. Thank you. Thank you very much, Vikas. And by the way, your names, I guess your wife's name is on the screen, Bhavan.
Oh yeah, actually, she's the one, like, who's that's her iPad. That's not mine. I'm just using hers.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for this. It has been an honor from step one. And finally, you are certified PMP. That's what all my program is all about. And I'm proud to say that you cleared it. Thank you, Vikas. Thank
No,
you.
I appreciate you guys as well. I mean, although it took a while, though I was not constant, but at the end, like, it did not happen without your guys' support. I mean, I really wanted to thank you, and I wanted to also thank all the group members. Whenever I ask any query, I just post it in the group. They immediately, help me out. So I mean, I would like to say thanks to group members. I would like to say thanks to you. I mean, I would like to say thanks to Trimsy as well. I mean, it wouldn't have been possible without you all. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Vikas. I do
Sure.
see a picture of you. I'll make a thumbnail on it. Okay.
Yeah, I will send you a picture.